Robyn? How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Like that music, man. We got
Right.
a team that is like Jekyll and Hyde.
Yes, for sure. I don't know what's going on, but hey, we are in the winning column. I don't care. It is
2-0.
it is victorious. Today is no, never mind.
Hump day.
Yes, it's hump
We're
day, but you'll
recording
see
this
this
on
on
Hump
Thursday.
Day.
Yes. Thank you. So let's
Oh,
talk
and
about it. Go ahead.
I
Oh,
have to do
look at the
my
cup. Look at the
obligatory
cup.
cup. Okay.
Yes.
So it's in honor of the week of the Dolphins. Um, and we'll get to that later. But holy cats, what a game against the Jets. I'm going to start out because
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell you, I did not see, I was hoping that was coming. And I think I even mentioned it in the podcast that they needed to get an early start
Yes,
and to
you did.
take the Jets out of the game. And that's exactly what they did. It's exactly what they did. And Joey Bosa, we'll talk about him. Oh, Joey. That was such a fine fumble. Forced
Yes,
fumble.
he's been playing well, which you love to see, but you also in the back of your mind, you're concerned, right? You're just
Always.
like, okay, Joey, we like that you're playing well, but Joey,
Take care of yourself. Bubble wrap.
Yes, take care of yourself. But let's get into it because I've seen some things which I really loved to see because I was kind of worried about Ed Oliver not showing up or not being there because listen, the Jets play Josh have some fumbles when it comes to the Jets, and when your defense was on a high, you're a little worried. But what we did see here, when me and Robyn talked about it, I saw something on the D line which I really loved. Daquan went from the 1 to the 3 tech, and they moved Walker to the 1 tech, and like sealing up that middle of the field, and the linebackers can come down and play better. And that I think that was the issue a little bit against the Ravens, and what you really can't assess, but you can assess a little bit. And we've seen that the linebackers didn't play that well. But I love this to see Bobby Babbitt, step it up a little bit. Yeah, change it up. What's your thoughts about it?
Oh, it was the first thing I noticed. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, they got Dion with Daquan. Woo!
Mm-hmm.
And
right.
Dion will learn so much from being next to Daquan. And
right.
Daquan is very generous in how he's been a role model and a teacher for a lot of the players that have come through since he's been around. And him playing the 3 technique, I was like, oh, what's so great about that is you got some meat, right? Like you got some big dudes right up there, and we needed big dudes. And it was so important the way this game all came together. It was a thing of beauty. But yes, Bobby Babbitt was so creative with how he moved the defensive linemen around. And I can't wait to see what he does next because something else is coming.
It has to be because reports are saying, well, they're out. Ed Oliver and Matt Milano has been ruled out. And we'll talk about some injuries later on in this, but they've been ruled out, and you want to see what they're going to do with this matchup against Miami. And we're going to talk about that in our winning points later on in this episode. But what's so great is that I don't know about great, but you love to see on a Sunday, it's a turnaround on a Thursday, and you give some of these starters a rest. Josh Allen didn't play all that well. I mean, he didn't really play in the the fourth quarter too much. And then when he had to come out, he didn't have to put a cape on.
I was going to say,
all you hear, right?
Down. I wrote that down. He didn't have to be Superman. He gave his cape over to James Cook for the game.
Right. Wow. Right. And and you love to see that because all you hear sometimes is Josh had to put the cape on. Josh had to carry the team, and and it's Josh didn't even he didn't run for a touchdown or throw a touchdown pass.
No.
And they still won.
Yes.
So
There was a
you love
game.
to
What
see
game
it.
was it last year? There was another game where they ran. It was, I guess, it was against Dallas. Maybe it was a couple years ago. They just ran the ball,
Mm-hmm.
and Josh hardly passed the ball at all, and
Right.
they won that game too.
Right.
So what you want to see is just what you said. You want to see the offense be able to function both ways.
Mm-hmm.
You want the running game to be a threat. And you want, of course, with Josh, the passing game is going to be a threat.
Right.
And yes, he runs too. But the point is, you want to be multidimensional. And for the Bills to be able to come in, and seriously, the defense was just so outstanding in terms of creating turnovers. And we'll talk about all that. But wow, it was a whole different, it really was Jekyll and Hyde between the
Mm-hmm.
between the two games. So whatever McDermott said in the locker room during the week leading up to the Jets game, the message was heard.
Yeah. I mean, going back to, because I mean, we kind of breezed over Joey Bosa. Joey Bosa had 7 pressures, once, or was it 2 sacks? 2 sacks, right?
I think 1 sack, but he had 2 tackles for loss.
Okay,
And
and 2 fumbles. Yeah. Okay, so 1 sack, 2 quarterback hits, and 2 forced fumbles. I mean, he was playing out of his mind out there.
he was. He's
And Dean
reinvigorated.
had called it too. Dean, okay, not to cut you off, sorry.
No.
So on my Facebook page, sometimes I put predictions on the game and stuff like that. And Dean had called for a Bosa-like game. And so I went back and I said, you got your Joey Bosa game. And he was like, I said it. And I said, yes, you did. Yes, you did. So he called Joey Bosa to have a good game on Sunday, which was great.
Congrats to Dean. And
Mm-hmm.
he looks at things very, very well.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have to look at the all 22, and he puts things together. So bravo, Dean.
Exactly. I mean, Joey Bosa, he lived in the backfield in that Jets game, so, and the Bills held.
He's reinvigorated. I'm sorry.
Yes. No, you're good.
He's reinvigorated. And when you listen to him talk, he talks about being in Buffalo like, oh, this is a breath of fresh air. Right? He's just like, it's just so nice to be here. And if you have Josh Allen, there's always a chance to win. And I'm learning about all this culture, and I'm learning about my teammates and things that he didn't do for the first 10 years of his career. It's wild.
Yeah,
it's wild listening to him talk.
It's just wild listening to all of them though. Like even, and we'll get into it with Douglas. Like he's talking how he's talking like he misses Buffalo so bad. He looks miserable in the freaking presser. You're just like, damn, dude, we're sorry.
when you see Jordan Poyer, after the game, and he's going through the tunnel, and they do their big dubs thing, and he's big dubs, and you could just feel it coming from him. It's like, thank God I'm out of there.
Right, for sure.
What a tire fire there. We're going to talk about that.
Yeah, we are. The Bills limit the Jets to 154 yards of offense.
Pretty impressive.
That was pretty impressive. Mitch Trubisky came in there and threw a ball, which I was like, was that Mitch?
Yes. Oh, and no timeout, no nothing.
Nothing.
That play
a string to Josh Palmer on a rope.
Woo.
I said, wait a minute, that's Mitch.
Okay. Mitch, what you doing, Mitch?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I've never seen that happen before. I've never seen a play where a player came in cold like that and threw a pass.
And you thought he was just going to run the ball.
For sure.
Right.
He just came in and hurled it, and it was like a laser. It was something of beauty. It was so perfect.
It was. I was like, okay, all right.
And
Mitch,
that was against us. That was against Sauce Gardner.
No hesitation, no nothing. I'm throwing against your number 1 cornerback. I don't care. Blam.
Blam.
And let's talk about it. The running game.
Yes.
The running game. James Cook, for everyone saying, don't pay him. This is why you pay your top running back. James Cook was out there. The vision, the balance. James Cook. I thought he was down. He wasn't down. He jumped. He hurdled over a guy. Got his balance. Made a cut and cut it up and went 40 yards.
Oh yeah.
James Cook, thank you, buddy. I don't know. Great vision.
Yes, and you're right. This is why we know the Bills don't typically pay running backs.
No.
Didn't pay Singletary.
No. And I love Devin.
I love Devin.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you what, you said it. T, you said it. He's got something. He's got rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
He is in tune with the offensive line. He knows how to pick the holes, and he knows where people are going to be. He's got it figured out. And you can see that because remember when he was in his rookie year, he'd run up against the offensive line and fall over. But he's learning. And just like Josh, I think James Cook is a lot like Josh in that every year he gets better.
Yes.
Every year he gets better.
Because they didn't run him in college. They didn't use him that much in college. So
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. And so now he's kind of hitting his prime, and he's hitting his stride right at the same time Josh is. Oh man.
Let me ask you a question. He had 21 carries. That's a
low. Yeah, that was a low. 132 yards. He's going to do. Brandon Beane is like, I'm going to get that money out of you, son. You're going to run. You are going to run.
I was shocked. I didn't even know he had, what was it, 132 or 123?
Yeah, 132. Mm-hmm.
After he finished the game, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, I know. It was so much fun watching him run.
It was. It definitely was. It definitely was. Love to see it. Let's get into something that I don't know. Is it a mark on Brandon Beane? Curtis Samuel. Talk to me, Robyn. What is this situation? He is a healthy scratch twice.
For what are we paying him? $7 or $8 or $9 million to
sit? Okay.
I said, I wrote this down. Okay. I wrote this down. There's something we don't know about this situation. There's something we don't know. And I've said this before that I have my theory that he has some kind of injury similar to what Sammy Watkins was like toward the end of his career, when a team would pick him up and he wouldn't play much at all in the regular season, but then they put him in. Kansas City did it. They put him in right at the playoffs, and then he's good for 6 or 8 games, maybe.
Right.
And a year. And all I can think of is that's what they're doing with Curtis Samuel. But why would you pay a guy that much to use him like 4 or 5 games a year?
I know. This
That's
might be
crazy.
one of those marks on Brandon Beane's belts. Is like, okay, that Curtis Samuel
that was a whiff.
Pickup was not good. Yeah.
It was a whiff. It was, there's been whiffs in fairness.
Yes, for sure.
Brandon Beane, he has trouble sometimes in the early rounds. I sometimes wonder what in the hell they were looking at when they drafted Cody Ford, and yet Cody Ford is still playing. So, there's that. He is still playing professional football. So there is that.
But then you pick up an Osiris Torrance and you hit.
Yes. Oh my God. Or what was the guy's name who's in Cleveland now that they traded away? My mind.
Taylor. No, yeah, Taylor, right? Taylor Watts, something like that.
I don't,
he was an old lineman. I know who you're talking about. What did they trade him to?
Cleveland.
Teller.
Wyatt Teller. Thank you.
Wyatt Teller.
Wyatt Teller. Yay, we got it. Two brains
Right.
figured it out. Well, and seriously, though, as much as Brandon may have whiffed, you have to give him credit always for
Yeah.
having the guts to move up in the draft to get Josh Allen.
Yeah, you do. You do. That's going to be his bread and
That's the
butter right
highest
there.
risk position to draft.
Absolutely.
And he hit it out of the park. I mean,
He
how
did.
do you think the people in Chicago feel? How many
I know.
quarterbacks have they drafted?
Yeah,
High
this
in the
and
draft.
not even that, and not for nothing. Did you watch that game?
I did.
52 points? I mean,
Yep.
Ben Johnson looked embarrassed going
He
against his old team.
should have been.
I seen something where Ben Johnson wasn't trying to even shake Goff's hand.
I get it.
I don't know. It's too early for me to judge yet. What the
It is.
Kyler Williams, whatever his name is, Caleb Williams, it's too early. But he's not looking the best. He is not looking the best right now. And I want him to win, because all the stuff that when he came out was just a lot of noise. And the same thing with Josh. That's why I like to give quarterbacks grace. I really do like to give them grace. Sure. Yeah. For sure. But let's talk about some injuries that happened. It's still happening with the Buffalo Bills. Matt Milano has a pectoral, right?
Yeah, right.
And everybody was trying to figure out what was going on with Matt Milano, and I'm like, I'm not doing this with you guys. Ed Oliver, is still out. He won't be there. They have been ruled out for Thursday's game. But let's go back to Matt Milano's situation for a bit. Is Matt Milano glass?
Yeah, Matt Milano's glass.
Oh,
what the reputation that Joey Bosa has.
Right.
Matt Milano is our Joey Bosa. And
I don't like
we have Joey Bosa here. But yes, he's the best ability is availability.
Right.
And Matt has not met the challenge. He's not met the challenge. Love the guy. Love him.
Because when he's in there, he's shot awesome. Through a cannon. Was that the first play?
Yes.
I was like, oh my God. And then I was like, come on, Matt. And then he got injured. And I'm just like, God dang. I'm checking to see the injury report if they put it out yet. And they haven't put it out yet. So as of right now, but yeah, when Matt is healthy, and we've seen it in training camp. The first game, again, is a wash. But that second game against the Jets, you've seen it. You've seen the old Matt. And then I guess the way he fell on his shoulder or his arm was up, and I guess it's not that severe, which is great. It's great to hear. But Teron is back at practice. Cam Lewis was injured, and Rapp, I haven't heard. Was he limited yesterday? Let me see. Was he limited yesterday?
Not sure. Didn't see the injury yesterday. Well, I'll tell you what, though. Even if Matt, and it's likely he's not going to play, even if he doesn't play, bring in Dorian Williams. Thank you very much.
Yes, I mean, and I think that's the way to go. And Shaq Thompson is back.
Yes.
So he's also good. He can play.
Did you hear that? They call him Unk.
Oh, they call Shaq Unk? That's funny. Well, he's been in the league for a long time. And Brandon Bean and Sean McDermott knows him, so which is great.
Well, that's the name he got in the locker room. The guys all call him Unk.
I think that's hilarious.
Unk is underrated acquisition by the Bills, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. And so I'm comfortable if Matt Milano is not there. Now, Dorian, he is like a heat-seeking missile. Dude he hits so hard. His coverage skills, he's got to work on. And those will come along, right? That comes along with as you become a veteran, every year you start to learn, you learn more and you learn more and you learn more. He's becoming a more complete player. And
Yeah.
I love him. I love him. I think
Yeah.
that the Bills are in good hands if especially if Bernard is in, because Bernard is the one who he can be the quarterback of the
Oh,
defense.
for sure. Yeah, yeah. Because he knows how.
Yeah,
Yeah. Because when Matt's not in, Bernard knows. Like you
he
said, he
knows the
knows
drill.
all of it. Yeah, he does. So that's why I am concerned when it comes to the coverage. When it comes, like you said, when it comes to Bernard. But I think and we're going to talk about it when we are winning points, is that if you clog the middle up for Tua, like his teammate said, and we're going to talk about that as well because his teammate had some little words for him. But let's talk about, because we got to go to spill the tea, Robyn. It's time.
Oh, let's go, girl.
Let's do it.
For me, come on, just spill that. Come on, just spill that. Spill that tea for me. Spill no dirty tea. Yeah, tell me everything. Come on, just spill that.
Oh, that gives me in the right mindset.
Spilling the
Let's
tea.
talk. What do you got?
It's time to spill the tea. So for my spill the tea, I'm getting sick and tired of when the Bills blow people out, or when they're winning, or when they win. The commentators always say it's not what the Bills did so much, it's what the other team did to themselves. I've heard this throughout. You can hear it with, and I can't stand Jim. Not Jim. Tony Romo. Tony Romo. I can't do Tony Romo. Can't do Tony Romo. Jim. But he's more of they're killing themselves, they're beating themselves. Yeah, but give the credit to the Buffalo Bills. Give the credit to the Bills, who's the better team out there. Maybe they're doing things to make the Jets a little uneasy.
Mm-hmm.
And that plays a part in it. So give the credit to the better team. Not so much of, well, they're beating themselves out there. No, the Bills are just a better team. Okay? That's it. That's all I got. That's my spill the tea.
It's true.
What do you have?
Well, I don't know how many people have been paying attention to Mike McDaniel in the last couple weeks and the Dolphins and their tire fire situation that they have going on. But my spill of the tea is actually it sort of ties into yours, but in a different way, because there are these teams like the Jets and the Dolphins, it looks like, that they do beat themselves. They absolutely do beat themselves. And Miami is in the same boat. And you look at Mike McDaniel right now and you listen to his press conferences, and he talks like he literally is, and I'm not joking, psychotic.
Yeah.
A team, in order to win, you have to win the game. I mean, it's just like bizarre stuff. And I keep thinking to myself, is this a dude that's just like begging to be fired?
So, I don't even know how you listen to his pressers.
Well,
God rest you. I can't do it.
They don't. I know. I get it, girl. I get it. And the thing is, though, with the Jets, you talk about defeating yourself. What the hell was Aaron Glenn thinking when he kept punting the ball when he needed to go for it on fourth down? The team needed points. It was bizarre.
It was. What was it? 4th and 3? It was 4th and 3? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. After that game, you Jets fans were tripping. Like, they want to fire him too. And I'm just like, you guys don't have patience at all.
No, they don't. But Aaron Glenn's going to need to rethink his strategy.
Yeah.
Because he needs to. His defense is the best part of his team right now, and he needs to let them do their job, and they can go out there. They can do the job.
But also too, Robyn, I mean, we're not coaches, But
I know.
if you say to the team, if you cost us a loss, you're cut. If you do anything that's going to cost us to lose a game, you cut. So they went and cut the guy Gibson the next day.
Right.
Are you also going to cut Michael Clemson?
That's a good question.
Because you know what I mean?
That's what I'm talking about. So that's my
inconsistency.
You're beating yourself, right? You're beating yourself. And did McDermott come out in his first year and make some blunders? Of course he did.
Of course he did. But don't make those bold statements when you just cut a guy who did something, and then this guy did something, and I'm listening to Jets fans. He's still in the team. They're like, why is he still in the team?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and not even just fans. I'm also listening to, the local radio station as well. Like, this guy causes them penalties after penalties after penalties, but he's still in the team. So what? You're not consistent.
Exactly.
So, I don't know. I don't know. We got one more together. I don't think I would have snatched my freaking quarterback up. I think if I was a head coach, get off the panel. Just come on. Stop talking. Just move. Tua, stop. Don't fanboy over Josh the way you did. Because you got the guys in the locker room saying, are you? We know. But did you have to say it out loud? I'm not even half the quarterback Josh Allen is. I can't make half the throws Josh Allen can do. I can't even run like Josh Allen can. Dude! An organization do not want to hear you say that when they're paying you millions of dollars. What are you doing? Everybody knows it, though. But you don't have to say it out loud. It's
that was creepy,
right?
It was creepy. T. I listened to that and I was like, "Whoa, that's like beyond the pale."
But Robyn, you going into a game and you're saying you're defeated already.
For real? Well, I'm not half the quarterback he is. What are you talking about? Dude, you're making almost as much money as he is.
No.
Lord have mercy. That I heard that and I just was like, they are a tire fire.
I seen it and I was like, this cannot be true. So I had to go and find the clip.
Yourself.
I had to go find the clip and I was like, oh, he did say this.
He did.
Oh, wow.
He did.
You're getting paid. No organization, no head coach, no GM wants to hear you speak like this when we're paying you.
We're paying you Josh Allen money and you're saying that you're not half the quarterback he is. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
They're a tire fire. I'm telling you, they're a tire fire.
The dysfunction, Robyn, is just
all the way through the organization. Yeah. And to be honest with you, from what I read between the tea leaves, the owner is the biggest problem. Yeah. And if that's the case, then you're stuck.
Yeah.
Really stuck. Because the owner ain't going anywhere.
He ain't going nowhere. But he doesn't know anything about football.
He was the one who, from what I read, he was the one who wanted Tua. Brian Flores was the coach at the time, and I feared Brian Flores. I feared him
because he's a good head coach.
That was the stupidest thing they ever did was fire him
because they wanted the guy Trevor. No, he plays for the Chargers. Why can't I think of his name?
Harbaugh.
No, he wanted the quarterback for the Chargers.
Phillip Rivers.
No, the one now. I can't think of his name. Herbert. Yes, thank you. Herbert, thank you.
Age.
You went back to the days. Yeah, they wanted Herbert.
Yes, they did. They did. Yeah. And Brian Flores was clear about it, that he didn't get the quarterback that he wanted.
Right.
And they made a mistake. They made a mistake firing Flores. They made a mistake picking Tua. And that's on the owner.
Yeah, it is.
That's on the owner, and that's going to be a problem for the Dolphins unless he steps back and stops meddling.
Well, I don't know, but it feels like if they lose against the Bills, because they had a players only meeting week 1, and the things that the head coach is also talking about pointing fingers now at players. And I'm just like, I don't know if that's the best way to do it. But again, I'm not a head coach, but I don't think that's the best way to do it. So before I don't know is he trying to get fired?
Yeah, he's trying to get fired.
Okay. We're here for it.
There's no other explanation.
Yeah.
There is no other explanation because he's talking like he's psychotic.
Yeah.
Literally psychotic. And I think he's just done.
I think all of this stuff is really definitely getting to him now.
I guess if quitting would be different than getting fired, he wants to get fired.
Yeah, because quitting is like you quit on a team. So you don't, and trying to get another job from that will be hard because you quit on the team. So, I mean, I would get fired, I guess, too. But let's get into these winning points.
Winning points.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Everyone's a winner, baby. That's the truth. It's the truth. Baby, for you, it's such a thrill. Everyone's
He is a winner, baby. And my computer's acting up, and I apologize because it's hot today. It's hot. It's hot today. I probably have to update my computer as well. But let's get into these winning points. Up next is Miami. They're coming off a loss, and a loss to New England. That game was kind of an up and down game, but they came out losing again. Did you know through the 2 weeks, Miami is ranked 4th in rushing yards per attempt, but dead last in rushing attempts?
Whoa, no.
Yeah.
Wow.
So there's that. So I don't know.
There's that. There's definitely that for sure.
Yeah.
Well, in terms of the yardage that the Bills give up running, we've got 2 games that have been played and Derrick Henry. So he's kind of an outlier. Most teams, most running backs aren't going to get 175 yards or whatever the heck he got on the Bills. It was crazy, but
I
that's
think,
over 2 games.
Right.
So,
but I also think the Bills have been playing well and they're stopping the run though.
Right. Except for Derrick Henry.
Right. Yeah. That's an outlier. I don't even
That's
know.
it. That's why that stat doesn't move me at all.
Right.
Because,
Gotcha. Yeah.
That just doesn't move me. Get back to me after the game 8. And then we'll see we'll see where we're at then. Get back to me then. Especially, by the way, because we're missing him, Mike Hoyt. We're missing him. When he comes back, this defensive line is going to rock.
And not even that, we got okay, Joby.
Yes,
they're going to have to do some finagling with this roster.
They are for sure.
I guess it's a good thing to have as well, too.
Somebody's going down to the practice squad.
Yeah, for sure. Also, too, coming out of this game with New England, Tua was 7-0 against them. So that tells you nothing about what's going to happen with our game. But it was I thought it was a good stat because Tua normally is good when he's good, and when he's not, he's not. And right now, he's not. He's not. It's not looking good.
Well, I don't remember whose podcast I was on, but I was on a podcast a long time ago when Tua first came along. And I don't know, you know how things come out of my mouth. And it just flew out. Excuse me, I said, Tua is trash. And everybody was like, gasp. How could you say that? Well, you see it in him. He's not a leader. And
Yeah.
all his fanboying around Josh Allen is just an example of how he is not a leader. He's
Yeah.
not a leader of men. And he has a noodle arm. His arm is like Chad Pennington's.
Even
So
with Chad, though, I would say Chad has a better arm than Tua.
probably
Yeah.
before he got injured,
Yeah.
he got injured a couple years before he retired, and he was he was limited by that. But yeah, before that, you're right. You're right. But Tua is not a leader, not in a good place with Tyreek Hill. They're barely tolerating each other. I saw a little snippet where Tua was saying something about how the wide receivers need to know that he's not going to throw the ball 80 yards.
Yeah, I've
And
seen that one too.
he needs to, the receivers need to track the ball better and all that jazz. And I'm thinking to myself, that's another thing. Would you say that
No.
publicly? No. No, you would not. You would not say that. Josh Allen would never say something like that.
I mean, you have a guy, which I'm watching their game from last week, Tyreek, who can run, and Waddle. Also, you got two top tier freaking wide receivers, and you're saying, don't expect to run 80 yards down the field and for me to throw it. Did you see the Giants just going off off the rails a little bit? Did you see the Giants game?
No, I didn't get to watch it.
If you just get the highlights.
Okay.
Russell Wilson still has an arm.
I saw the stats on that, and I was like, okay, Russell.
He was throwing dots down there. Like dot. I'm really shocked they didn't win the game, but Russell Wilson still has an arm.
Interesting.
And he's older than Tua. And I get it, Tua, broke his hip. I don't know, I guess. And so that's why. But I want to say prior to that, he still didn't have a great arm.
No, he's never had
right.
Never had arm strength. Never. That's why it was so crazy when they passed on Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
That was just crazy, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Ugh.
But speaking of Tua, continuing on Tua ex-teammate has some not so, I don't know. You said here's what he said. So he said Tua wants to get the ball out quickly, and if he doesn't get the ball out quickly, he gets in panic mode. So if you take away his first read, he gets in panic mode and doesn't know what to do with the ball. Mm-hmm. But I think we all kind of knew that, but from a teammate saying it verifies. Xavier Worthy? Xavier Howard? Xavier Howard.
Howard, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, said that. Ooh.
Against the first game they played, it was the Colts.
Yeah.
So he said, in a presser, he said, yeah, I know Tua. You take away his first read, he panics. So that's what we did. We took away his first read, and he had, I think they had 5 sacks against Tua. So yeah.
Well,
that's interesting.
It is very interesting. And moving ahead with this upcoming Dolphins game, the one thing, and the players all know this, fans just worry about stuff like this, but I'm not worried about this team feeling like this is a trap game.
Why do people say that?
I don't know, to be honest with you. That's a good question. I don't know.
It's a division game, though.
Right.
When you're in the division, you play each other. Typically,
Twice.
You play each other hard because you know each other so well. Now, if you would have said to me, and I don't like the trap game scenario stuff. I don't get into it. I don't think players think about trap games. I think it's us as fans. We look at it, that's an easy game. They could easy, fall to that. So it's a trap game. If any game that I can say and think that may be a trap game, it would be the Saints. because
Yes,
it's not a division game. You know what I'm
exactly. They
saying?
don't play him very often.
Right, exactly. So I would think that, and that stuff is going around on the internet, and I'm just like, I don't get these trap games things, guys. Again, as fans, we do this trap game scenario because it's an easy game, but I don't take opponents easy at all. Like, and I don't know,
They
I know
don't.
these guys don't either,
They don't.
you know, and
They
they
don't.
need this game. It's a division game, like you said, it's a division game.
Counts, and it's the Dolphins, and
Right.
there's if the players, and this is my thought, if the players have any pride in themselves as professionals, they're going to come out and give the Bills
Hell yeah.
everything that they have. And guess what, folks? They have a lot of talent.
Right.
They do have a lot of talent on that team.
Mhm.
It's dysfunctional. It's not
It's
working well,
it's
but
and yes, that's the key word, is dysfunctional.
it's dysfunctional. But that doesn't mean that they can't pull it together for a game.
Yeah,
And
and we're hoping not this game though. That's what we're hoping.
exactly. But it might be. And that's my point is they don't take the players don't take any of these teams lightly.
Mhm.
That's like you said, that's all a myth we play as fans in our head.
Yeah.
'Cause there's too much on the line.
Absolutely. Again, it's a division game. This will matter when you want to win the division. You win the division. You go to the playoffs, and this is another division game that the Bills need to play. And
Gotta win it.
that being said, the Bills need to take advantage of this dysfunctional team. They need to start out fast, like they did against the Jets, like a similar game to the Jets, but more of taking away his first read, bunching up the middle of the field. So because he loves that. He loves the middle of the field because, he doesn't have that arm. He doesn't like to throw the outside the pocket, outside the numbers, because he doesn't have the arm strength to do it. So bunch up the middle of the field. And this is where I get nervous, or not nervous, concerned when it comes to Williams, because he's not a cover guy. You know what I mean? So he's a great tackler. He can shoot the hole, but he's not a cover guy. So, yeah.
One thing that might be helpful in terms of being optimistic about, I thought Cole Bishop's play was really good against the Jets.
Yes.
And it's time for people to get off his ass.
Thank you.
Because he's starting to, like, it's all starting to click with him.
He had a sack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude's, he's coming along. And so, excuse me, even if we may worry a little bit about Dorian and his coverage skills, I think Cole Bishop is going to be a good person to be in the same neighborhood. And his instincts are, you can see that it's all starting to come together for him. So I'm less worried about that than I would have been otherwise. But I was happy as hell to see Bishop have a good game, because it was important for him. And he's just getting better. That's the other thing. People be patient, please. Mm-hmm, he's a second-year player that didn't get to play a lot in either training camp. So let's get off his butt.
Okay, so the injury list came out. So Daquan is not Daquan. Ooh, God, no, please. Johnson is on here for a quad. He was limited today. He's questionable for the game. Cam Lewis was limited today, questioned for the game, and we already know who's out. Shaq Thompson was limited today and questioned for the game. But once I go back and read some of this stuff and see what they did, because if you miss one rep or whatever, you're limited. So we'll see what happens with that. But interesting enough, Waddle is questioned for Thursday game, and Duck Storm is out for the game, and running back Wright is good to go. Okay. Awesome. But speaking of injuries, their O-line for Miami, the right side of their O-line is toast.
Our guys should feast.
Yeah. And this might pose a problem for Tua trying to get the ball out fast, because it's all a timing, and he has a rhythm. He's a rhythm quarterback. So this, it's looking, I do not like to downgrade the opponent, because they get paid as well. But it's looking really good for our defense to feast on that offensive line.
It does. And this is a game where you can, for the young rookies on the defensive line, that they can gain some very vital experience in terms of being disruptive, because
Right.
they're going to have an opportunity to be really disruptive.
Yeah. And I'm loving that they're playing.
Yes,
I'm
absolutely.
loving that they're playing. For
Absolutely.
Sure. Yeah. And also too, I'll give this little tidbit as well. Miami blitz, Josh. They like to blitz. They are heavy blitz. They blitz, and they blitzed a lot against New England, and we'll see what happens. But I think it was Josh and Jackson was blitzed the most, and they take it very well. Hit the hot read, and they're good. So we'll
Josh
see.
is so good at evading. And the other thing is, and we know this about Josh, has a little bit of a relationship with the Miami Dolphins.
Oh, that's their daddy. Yes, for sure. For sure. And their back seven is not that great either. Miami.
And this is a game that they should win.
Yes.
But this is a game that is not without its meaning. So the players understand this. We're, as fans, I think we look for things to worry about. But you don't know what kind of mood the opponent's going to come in.
Exactly. I mean, it's a Thursday night game.
Right.
They
have to be pissed off. Come on.
They have to be. But here's the thing. You remember that Jets game when they fired Salah, and they were coming the next game? It was us, and I want to say, I can't remember, it was a night game or when it was. And we were all like, well, they can get some momentum because they just fired Salah. The locker room, now is rallying around the new guy, and nothing happened. We beat them. So it could be just that. It could be that. It could be.
It would be great if it was, because you know what? I wouldn't mind if our players got another rest in the fourth quarter.
I'm with you.
I would love to have our depth players play a lot when they can.
Right. And I don't think players, I don't know, but let me just say this. If they're done listening to the head coach there, right? If they're done, do you think they're going to play as hard, or do you think they're going to be like, I'm not listening to this dude? If it's out there, he needs to lose another game, and we lose this game, he's out, and bring in the guy who they want, and I forgot his name, and they love him. Let's not go so hard for Mike McDaniel anymore. I'm over him. The locker room's done.
Who knows?
Right. Exactly. Who knows?
Who knows? That's why you have to be careful, and anything could happen. And it is the Miami Dolphins. Anything can happen. Yeah.
I'm thinking the Bills do what they need to do when it comes to Miami. Josh, normally, I don't know, he goes nuclear on them.
He does.
I don't know what it is. I don't know. Someone tried to talk to his ex-girlfriend, and I don't know what it is, but he just goes crazy. And let's continue that up, Josh.
Let's go, Josh.
For sure.
Those plugs and all.
Yes. But we're going to get out of here, guys. Thank you for always joining us and tuning in. A Thursday night game. It's crazy. You know what is so funny? So I was looking at the schedule, and I'm like, our schedule is so up and down.
It is.
I got to take days off from work because it's these night games, and I can't go to work the next day. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. We'll be fine, though. I love it.
I love you.
I love you too. Guys, thank you again. It's Tea Time with Robyn. We are on the Building Buffalo Network. Go over there and check out some amazing content over there. And hey, always, guys, go Bills. Peace out, y'all.